More times I'm gonna watch it before I am anywhere near feeling like I can put it away for a while. Because that special was without a doubt, my opinion, one of the best things in Dragon Ball I've ever seen. Definitely one of the most hyped up for sure. I mean, just all the promotional material before it. They really shut down leaks and they were kind streams left and right last night. But bravo Toei. Bravo Super. Bravo everybody. Now, after the intro, let's talk about Dragon Ball Super, the 1 hour special.
Wake up, get up there. Raise your voice, I guess, like yours. Feel your anger fire. Why does nobody...
So the 1 hour special of Dragon Ball Super, well, we're going to be talking about that today, obviously, but because it's an hour, I don't want to sit here and give you a play-by-play, and especially because just go watch it. But we're going to focus on the highlights. So it starts off with a battle between Ribrianne and Goku, and who's still up in Ribrianne? No one? Oh, well, okay. Me either. But I guess we're going to have to deal with her, because she's apparently here to stay. They keep promoting her. Her and all that love, and now she has butterfly wings looking like the German dude from Bug's Life, but at least it didn't happen too long, because right as Ribrianne and Goku's fight is really heating up, she's transformed, being super powered off of love. She is knocked back by Goku being like, yeah, screw this, so thank you, Goku, for doing what all the fans wanted. And ends up pretty much right in front of Jiren, hides from him, as my boy Jiren's just sitting there staring at Goku, like mad dogging him. And then the Universe 11 God of Destruction, I said hypothetically, telepathically is what I was trying to say, not hypothetically. Lost my words for a minute. But Belmod telepathically talks to Jiren, and he's like, Jiren, it's time. The Toei gods have told me right now is when you need to go after Goku. And does he do that? He demolishes Goku. Like, the kind of beating Goku has not had in a good long while. Goku goes through all his forms while he's initially fighting Jiren, powers up to Super Saiyan, then SS2, then he goes, in a move that surprised everyone, because this was in no spoilers, goes God, then goes Blue, then goes Kaioken, and Jiren's treating him like Krillin? Jiren's treating him like Krillin, man. Like, he is just throwing him around like Hulk did Loki. It's awesome to see, but probably not too awesome for Goku. Now, after that, Goku's like, okay, you were not one to mess around with, point taken. I'm gonna do my ultimate move now. Spirit Bomb, and he starts charging the Genki Dama, solidifying himself as the most alpha dog ever in Dragon Ball history. But he's just waiting for Goku to fire the Genki Dama. And unlike what I thought and a lot of other people thought, no, he didn't pull energy from any of the Gods of Destruction or any of the Angels or even Zeno or any other contestant, because they had to give it up willingly. But he ends up charging this thing, and he gets energy from everybody in Universe 7 except for Vegeta. Vegeta, we'll get to it later, but you may have just prolonged the fight there, because we'll get to it in a minute. But everyone else gives him energy, including Frieza, after a very funny comment of like, oh, that attack. Well, I have nothing but bad memories of that, but here's some energy, monkey. Because Frieza's just awesome, and apparently he's just either scheming or trying to be a good guy, but he's having a fun time at this tournament, because he is laughing like every 5 seconds. But Goku charges it up, throws it at Jiren, and nothing happens. Jiren's literally holding this thing back with one hand. Goku goes up Kaioken, and as they're having this battle and a little bit before, keep in mind, this is not a play-by-play like I said, but we have some spectator commentary from Krillin, Tien, and Roshi, and Krillin's like, no, Goku should, by this point, should be able to do the Kaioken times 20. And just like the Frieza saga, or Namek saga, whatever you want to call it, Whis is like, oh, he is doing the Kaioken times 20. It's already there. Which is a little different than what I was expecting, because going back to when he did it times 10, he like pushed his aura out so far that like encompassed the entire arena. So I thought it would be something similar with times 20, but good job Toei. Very nice, slick way to throw in the times 20 without any of us expecting it. So he was doing that, and he does it again when he's trying to throw the Spirit Bomb back, and Jiren is still pushing it back so well that he actually puts the hand down both arms down, looks up, and with his eyes pushes it back towards Goku. And Goku can't do anything. Like, he's sitting there fighting it, but it starts to envelop him. He does just summons up as much power as he has, and he pushes it back a little bit away from itself. So then the Spirit Bomb actually collapses in on itself. Like, it just makes like a black hole almost, because the energy is just, well, collapsing in. That's the best way to say it. I'm trying to think of another way to explain it, but that's what it was doing. And Goku is just worn out by this point, so he actually falls in to the collapsed Spirit Bomb and disappears. So everyone thinks he's vaporized. Everyone's sad about it. Jiren, of course, I mean, he's still has that same fate. You can't really read the man. I mean, he's a blank slate. But everyone else is sad. Even Beerus is standing there like, is this really your end, Goku? And the Omni Kings are looking depressed, and the Daishinkan's like, yeah, he's out. And they're actually reaching down to tap his button on the God Pad and get him out of the tournament. Interesting development. We did find out that if someone is killed by their own attack, then they are not disqualified for killing. So that example, if Goku was vaporized by the Spirit Bomb, Jiren is not out because it was Goku's attack. He just happened to fall into it. It was his own fault, at least by the tournament rules. So very cool development. Good to know for the future. Though most of the rules of the tournament, you can't really stick with them too much because it's all about what the Omni Kings want. Like, if they find something entertaining, they're not going to stop it. Like when Frost tries to blast Frieza, yeah, no to that. But Universe 7 wants to give some energy. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give them a pass. What's that big glowy ball in the sky? That's cool. But you have to love the Omni Kings. They're always a treat to watch, and I'm excited to see what the English dub's going to do with their voice. Also a little worried, but we'll see how that goes. Back to the video, though. So, right as they're about to press on Goku's face, the entire arena starts trembling. The same way it was trembling when Jiren was releasing his ki. And everyone's like, what's going on, what's going on? And then Krillin, just being the best friend that he is, gets a smile on his face, still a little worried. He's like, isn't it obvious? And everyone starts getting smiles on their faces. Whis is like, Beerus, do you want to say anything? And then like the most hype part of the special are up there, getting tears, not from the lights because they're very bright, but I'm thinking about Super, I swear. But Beerus just smiles, grins, and he's like, he's coming. And with that, big white aura appears, or pillar of light, the Spirit Bomb like reappearing. And Goku just rising up in his new form, looking mean, man. Like that look he gives Jiren, whoo! Frieza was having some flashbacks for sure. But he turns to Jiren, and there's also Dispo and Topo there. And he has his new form, he's looking around. You see it from his perspective, so through the haze of blue aura. And just in a flash, Goku has appeared doing just a sick, like Bruce Lee style kick. Now Jiren is not, he's impressed with this, I'm sure, but he's not like too worried because he immediately ducks down. But does that, then backs off, ends up knocking Dispo and Topo away. And as Topo fires a Justice Flash, Goku just walks and turns through it like it's nothing. The guy that was fighting Kaioken Blue just had his attack be so trivialized that you know he's going to be sitting there in the back like, oh man, I want to be relevant again. But awesome to see. And I know I'm rambling, excuse me. I love Dragon Ball. The special was amazing. But I should probably have a butt counter in this, because I feel like I've said that a lot of times. Oh well. Back to what I was saying. So after this, we end up seeing Whis and the Daishinkan. Everyone's like, what happened to Goku? And as Goku and Jiren are fighting, you hear from Whis be like, oh, I think I have an idea. And this is just my guess, but it's a pretty good one. And you see Beerus kind of like get a little bit of a grimace. And he's like, oh, God, Goku, no. You figured it out. And that's when he says, Ultra Instinct. That's right, the new form is called Ultra Instinct. It is a bit of a weird translation, so that could change based off a figure that was released right after the tournament, or promoted right after the tournament. It could also be called Ultra Instinct Omen, or if you want to directly translate it, Mastery of Self Movement. We're going with Ultra Instinct here, just because I love that name. If any other naming things happen, I'll change it, update it, and we'll make a video about it. But for now, Ultra Instinct's the name of this form. And it is exactly what Whis was talking about all the way back since the Resurrection F movie and arc following. Form is all about just your body moving by itself. Like someone's gonna throw a haymaker to the right, you don't have to look and think to raise your arm up. Your arm just moves up before you even know what happened. And Goku has achieved this state. Now, they directly address the theory a lot of people have of, oh, is Goku absorbing a spirit bomb? And Ten Shinhan is actually the one to point out, like, no, because that energy, keep in mind, minus Vegeta, that energy wasn't enough to destroy Jiren, so this wouldn't make Goku equal. And then Whis is like, you're right, but you're missing the main point. All the spirit bomb did when it enveloped Goku, he did absorb energy from it, but it only was enough, it was acting as a power source for his body because he was worn out. Like his stamina, we'll use an HP MP example here for your RPGs. Goku's HP was 0, right? And then he does the spirit bomb. Now, as he's fighting it, well, it was 0 after he failed to send a spirit bomb back and as he falls into it. And when he absorbs the spirit bomb, that does not give him the new form, that just slightly restores his HP. So he's just using it to fuel his body. The form or transformation is completely separate. It is achieved, excuse me, that's the Dragon Ball excitement coming out from inside me. But the form was achieved when the spirit bomb is thrown at Goku and he is fighting it back, trying not to be vaporized from it. And that will, that just sheer will he had, even when he's depleted of stamina, to break through this limit, just to focus on his energy, focus on his power, and break through the shell within and find the untapped potential, that is how you achieve this state. And he did that. And that's what we see him going with, like, fighting Jiren. So all the gods are pretty much freaking out about it. There are some that don't look as like worried as others, but they're all not happy with this development because they say even a god cannot achieve this form easily. It's a very, very big deal. Now, we don't know if Jiren has it. It's foreseeable based off his movements. We'll have to find that out later. We also don't know if this is going to be the last evolution of the form. I'm doing a video coming out Wednesday all about this new form because I've seen a lot of misinformation out there, even from some bigger YouTubers. Not getting into who because I don't want drama. I just care about talking to you guys about Dragon Ball. But that will be Wednesday's video, all about the form, what it actually is. New information will come out between now and then. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be awesome. But we don't know like how far this form can go because we'll get to it later. But keep in mind, this version we've seen is just Goku using this form with like half his stamina, borrowed energy basically. I'll explain later. But for now, Jiren and Goku start fighting after the gods have learned and Goku has achieved Ultra Instinct. And it's going pretty well. Like, Goku is still not, just, Jiren's not like nothing anymore. But Jiren's having to put in some work to keep up. And he's actually still trying to block him, but Goku gets a solid knee into the gut against Jiren. And with a yell that has Moscow Nozawa's high-pitched voice, but it had like a distortion effect of like a deep yell. They're gonna end it with Goku backs off and he's on the big tower, or a big pillar at the end of the tournament, and he jumps towards Jiren with a hit. And we notice that his eye goes back to normal for a second. And it's like, okay, he's in trouble. So he's about to end it. Jiren is charging up too, and they collide in one blast, but at the last second, right before he hits, very important, right before he hits, his eye fades back to normal, and the smoke clears, and Jiren's holding them. Jiren does say, Saiyans are a very interesting race, gives respect to Goku. Like he's not like Topo, he doesn't hate Goku. He's like, you are very worthy of fighting me, and like you're a very good opponent. So gives him respect, but he's like, but this is your limit. Blast Goku head to toe, just like we saw from the next episode preview. Words are hard. Just like we saw from next episode descriptions. Again, it's the excitement, I'm sorry. And Goku gets blasted back into this hole where he is like just laid out. He's just sitting there glad to still be in the tournament. And as he does that, as Jiren blasts Goku, here comes Hit trying to get a sneak attack in on Jiren, and we hear from Vados, one of the angels, pretty sure it was Vados, but the point being, they say he is so good that he doesn't even drop his guard for a moment, kind of hinting at possibly him having Ultra Instinct. We'll have to see, but he at least is very skilled, and he doesn't drop his guard at all. We get another awesome line from Hit, where Jiren's like, the Universe 6 Assassin, what are you doing? And Hit just says, I'm working. Like, I think Hit's kind of pissed off that Jiren's looking so good now, and he's like, hey, I was top dog there for a little bit, had a whole arc that was about me, and I'm not going down that easy, man. So next week, we're going to have the Battle of the Alphas, Jiren versus Hit. But before the special is over, we do see Vegeta next to Goku, and he's asking Goku, what did you do? Like, how did you achieve this? Because now that Goku has not, this is about back to the theories we all had as a community, but now that it's confirmed that this form is not from drawing Spirit Bomb energy into you, this is just a state you can achieve. Vegeta can achieve this form too, and that's very, very important to remember. It's a trauma-induced transformation, at least it was for Goku this time, but you can achieve it pretty much as long as you're in that same mental mindset as Goku was, and as long as you figure out how to do it, you can go back to that state like any other transformation. So we now have two people that can achieve this form. And it obviously has a multiplier attached to it. It's not just your body moving by itself. It is a full transformation, just with the added benefit of mastery of self-movement. So Vegeta's asking, how'd you do it? Goku's like, dude, I don't know. Toriyama was nice, I guess. That's how I did it. And Vegeta's like, you're no help. But in a very cool moment, here comes Ribrianne, like we're just kind of trying to capitalize on Goku being knocked out, or knocked down, not knocked out, sorry. And Vegeta tells him, you just rest. Very nice moment between the two. Like, Vegeta's not saying, oh, Kakarot, you coward. I do wish he would have gave energy to the Spirit Bomb, but I know why he didn't. And he's going to try to help Goku and defend him while Goku's resting. But as he looks back, you hear like a quick sound, and Goku's gone. And the special ends with Goku like having his purple glow. He looks up, and there's Frieza looking sinister as hell, about to blast Goku, or he's charging a blast, and he says, well, this brings back memories of Planet Namek. Now, a lot of people are assuming he's going to blast him. One, he's not. Next episode preview, spoilers, we see Goku up back to normal. What he's going to do, and yeah, I am guessing this. I'm 90% sure this is accurate. So if I'm wrong, well, screw me, right? But he is going to say, remember Namek? And remember that Goku had his hand out over Frieza and gave Frieza energy. Frieza's going to return the favor. Now, I don't think Frieza's good actions, we'll talk about in a later video, maybe Fridays, I don't think all of Frieza's good actions are for nothing, or he's trying to be a good guy. He has a plan, but he's trying to earn some good graces right now. But of course, he has to do it with his own Satan-like glee that he takes in acting like a bad guy while he does nice things. So he is going to give Goku energy and just revitalize Goku and be like, hey, you're really hurt. Here's some energy, get back to fighting. Could be so he can see how Goku achieves this form like consistently, so okay, I can do that. Or it could be just to, at the very end, everyone thinks he's on their side. Oh yay, I'm the hero of Universe 7. Blast, you're all out, I have to Super Dragon Balls. Because don't forget, the last person in a tournament, at the end of it, gets the Super Dragon Balls. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. So that's how it ends. Next week is Jiren versus Hit. One very important thing is, don't forget, Jiren did not beat this transformation. Jiren beat Goku, a beaten Goku, using this borrowed energy just to slightly like refuel his stamina with the transformation. That was a really weird way of explaining it. Goku was just functioning off of borrowed energy, slightly getting him back to his normal states. And then he had the transformation on it. And with just a very weary Goku using this form, he did that much damage. But when he gets his full stamina back and figures out how to tap into this thing, then I don't think Jiren's going to have a good day. Especially because this appears to be a state anyone can achieve. this could mean that Goku could apply Super Saiyan to this or Kaioken to this. Kaioken's more likely since it's a godly ability. Not with God Ki, but taught by, King Kai. So we'll have to see how that goes. But even without it, Max Goku at his best with this transformation, is going to be better than the Goku in the special, the weakened Goku with this transformation. Because he was hurt, he was using energy that wasn't his, and no other person that gave energy was as strong as Goku. And even those that were, like Gohan, or the strong ones, Gohan, Frieza, they didn't give all their energy. Because we've seen what it looks like when a person gives most of their energy to a Genki-Dama back in the Buu Saga. Remember all the people on Earth, they're like, oh my god, like they were feeling it. But in this, it's just Gohan and Frieza giving, oh, here's energy, Dad. So Goku was taking all this little amount of energy to fuel himself as a temporary source of power, and then putting this transformation on his body and fighting Jiren, and he did that well. So when Goku gets all of his stamina back, then transformation, he is gonna pimp slap Jiren up and down this stage, and I can't wait to see it. Hope that explanation made sense. Vegeta also didn't give energy, so that's another big reason, because Vegeta would be probably the second most powerful person opposed to Goku. It's up for debate, but I would think Vegeta would be there. So he didn't give any energy. So Goku was like that much less was fueling Goku. I hope that made sense. Like I said, Wednesday I'm doing a much clearer, more precise video on his form where I'll address this exact topic. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm just excited. Amazing special. Please go watch it. I know it was hard to watch Saturday because it broke the internet. Like Kim Kardashian, stand aside. Here comes Goku. But phenomenal episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this little description. I thought it was amazing. Can't wait to see more. And yeah, stay tuned Wednesday for the video about the transformation. But until then, stay classy, stay beautiful. I'm going to go fix my hair at some point because it's looking mad rough. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.